All right. Good day, everyone. I hope everybody is feeling good and doing well in their lives. Today, I'm going to be doing a little veggie action because up to this point, I've been deep in my love and passion of doing fruits. But I'm going to do my nighttime activity because every day I do my fruits hard or soft, depends. And then at the end of the night, I'm a little too elevated and my energy levels are to the plus side. And I need to just kind of relax a little and wind down for the day. And I like to have my vegetables. I find them to be very grounding and centering in a deeper sense than the very influential and energizing fruit diet that I primarily use. So today we're going to be doing I always say salads in these videos, but really what I should be saying is concoctions and combinations. We're going to be doing a cauliflower, broccoli, cucumber, bell pepper, carrot, and I think if you've watched my other videos, you know by now, I bring in the heat. I am a hot fella inside, and my heart, it is strong and warm, and it connects with those gosh darn peppers. So you can always omit the hot peppers, but I always bring them in. I mean, when do I not? That's another discussion. So bring in the heat. So what we're gonna do firstly is start doing some stuff. Now this broccoli aged a little bit here, so I just want to kind of shave off the discoloring here. Twisting on my attempt to say discolorization. And I'm gonna just kind of chop it real rough. I come to the crowns, the heads there, the best I can, but I still involve a little bit of that stem, because I'm down with the stem. But you don't have to eat it all day. It is very fibrous. So if you ever have a discolorization on any of your like cauliflower or your broccoli, you just kind of shave it off the top. If it goes in deeper and it's black and it's yellowing, then it might have been telling you it's past its time. But otherwise, it's okay. It's just not going to have as much bioavailability and nutrients as something that was picked, obviously, off the farm just earlier today. But you're still going to get elements that are absolutely beneficial. All right, next let's bring in our cucumber here. Now how I cook my cucumber, it's just like I always do. I do it in these long slices, and then I just kind of dice away. And again, all about that sharp knife, because that's what's going to make it all happen. Because as you can see, I'm kind of fluid here. It's like I'm dancing with the vegetables, and that is the best partner to have, because they don't step on your feet. Alright, so let's get that in here. Bim bam, bada boom. Oh, and I am going to bring in some carrot. Just because today I was looking at something and I was kind of squinting and I was kind of focusing back and forth, and I said to myself, gosh darn it, carrots. Have I been neglecting you? Not really, because this is all I eat, but maybe I just need to eat more. But also be careful with carrots, because if you eat too much, you will start to turn orange. That is the truth. Anybody who's ever said, I do a carrot diet, doesn't know what's going on and has never seen anybody who does a carrot diet, because they're orange. And it's kind of like that fake tan look. It's not exactly like a look that's enjoyable or attractive. So think about it next time. Always have balance with everything, but with carrots, I really don't do more than about 2 carrots a day. I don't believe there's a need after that. Some people make carrot juice, sure, it's good, of course, we're done with the carrots. But just be aware, it kind of goes a far way, you really don't need to eat a lot of that. So now I have my cauliflower head, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to rip off these leaves here. Now these kind of softer, tender leaves, actually I'm going to save, because you can use those. But these more heavy, thick, fibrous kind of leaf stems, I just give those to the deer. So see, we have those greens, that's cool. So I put those to the side. And I take my head and I just try to get in there the best I can and cut off the stem. See, bam, that was actually perfect. And then I'm going to take my knife, and I've got this beautiful gem. It's like a diamond in the rough. And I'm just going to cut off these crowns, you know, one by one. Because once you cut any fruit or vegetable and you expose it to the air, it is going to start to oxidize and lose its full potential. So I'm just going to cut what I need here. Ooh. Cauliflower actually works, got on the dirt a little. So I'm going to cut this the same way I did as the broccoli. I'm going to just kind of come across here, as you can see, and then I'm going to go the opposite way. So it's kind of going to give it a little choppy cut. Nothing special. Don't ever be intimidated by cutting any fruit and vegetable. You can't go wrong, and if you did, then you learn. The next time will be better. So we're just going to kind of go a little chunky. I like to have my cauliflower chunky. Kind of bring that crisp little punch to my mix for whatever that is. Alright, so let's get that in here. Alright, I can already see that we're getting to a nice little capacity here. So now I'm going to start to bring in my hot peppers. And I've got my habanero. And these little suckers I find to be very sweet and very hot. They are amazing medicine. They help to kill off bacteria, virus, and anything that's really trying to get a hold of you, because they'll take them out. Just like garlic, oil of oregano. So now I have my jalapeno, and I'm going to cut this into fours. As small as I can, but you know what? I'm the teacher, so I'm not going to critique myself too much. I got my serrano. I'm going to cut that into fours as well. Now I can kind of see by the looks of this, I'm not even going to bring in this other pepper I have, because it's going to be just a nice, I just want a little accent. I don't want this to be too overpowering. I have some fresh, it's actually picked yesterday, so a little dry, fresh rosemary. So I'm just going to kind of crumble it in my fingers. I'm going to pick it off here, and I'm going to bring that in. That's going to be really good. This is really nice with inflammation. And the taste is just, the oils from rosemary are just so beautiful and amazing. And they go a far way, so you do not want to overdo it with the rosemary. Just a little flare. Make sure you get those woody stems off, because I've had many little choky episodes. Now I have some ground coriander. I'm just going to give a little splash. Again, a little accent. I really like to bring in the Indian flavor, because I think in a former life I was Afghani and I was Indian. That much I can confirm. So I bring in just a little bit there. Just a little accent. I don't like how this top as well. Okay, a little pinch, basically. How much? You find out, a little pinch. Now I am going to do some ground cumin. Again, nice little pinch. I love doing this outside. I already pre-cut my yellow onion. Usually I'm a red onion guy, so I got my yellow onion, and that's cut. I'm just going to add that. I got my little cherry tomatoes. I thought that would be a nice little touch because they're sweet. I'm going to cut them up into fours. so that they're going to spread a little more evenly throughout this salad slash concoction. It's kind of like grapes, if you've ever had to cut grapes. It's one by one. You're not going to have a shortcut. Nobody's going to help you. There's no machine that makes it easier. You're going to go one by one. And if you feel the groove, then you're grooving with the fruits and the vegetables. Because I can do this all day. It's kind of like how people can just draw, can just pick up a knife, cut a gosh darn fruit or a vegetable. I think that would make a good show, a challenge of how to cut a fruit and vegetable, because is there one? I mean, I guess there's some tropical fruits that have some barriers and hard exteriors that you might have to know what you're doing, but I think it's a second knack just to get it down. Alright. Let's see. Oh yeah, they're good. Alright, let's bring that in. Bam, bada boom. Bing a bang. Nice. Now look at what we have so far. That is gorgeous to me. I mean, the vibrancy of that red alone from the tomato, that is just awesome. So now with my bell pepper, what I'm gonna do very carefully, as you can see, remember I'm an expert. I don't want you trying some of this stuff at home unless you really are comfortable and you have a feel. Seeds, bam, I'm gonna flake those off and save them. They're gonna be great. Now, I eat my seeds usually with my red bell peppers. I save some, but for the most part I just like dig eating them. So I'm just gonna cut it open just like that, and I'm gonna hold the seeds within. I'm just gonna cut it into threes there. And as you can see, I'm just gonna give it a little rough cut. So we're gonna top that off here into our little mix. And then I'm going to bring in a little sea salt. I am a big proponent of Himalayan pink sea salt. It really, again, is a balance on the lower end. You do not want to overdo it, but a little bit goes a far way, and your body will thank you. So I did about 2 little pinches here of this salt. Then, I don't know if it's just me, but I bring lemon or lime into pretty much everything I do. In the morning, I'll make a really nice bowl, some melon, some grapes, some peaches, some apple, and I'll always top it with a little lime or lemon. So let's get this going here. Plus it helps to spread those spices I used. Because, you know, we don't want some dry, pasty spice action going on in our mouths. We want to have fun with this. We want to feel those flavors. We want to have nice memories. Because when we eat things like this, we are creating beautiful memories and moments. Because we are being present. So this is good. Oh, pretty excited. Because I'm always excited. Alright, now I'm going to top it with some raw pumpkin seeds. Now usually I will work with sprouted pumpkin seeds only, but sometimes I do make exceptions for some seeds and nuts, though I don't use a lot. I will use hemp seeds, sesame seeds, and pumpkin seeds. And it really depends. It's so spaced and far in between that I really don't concern myself. So what am I going to do here? Looks like I'm going to do about 1/8 of a cup, if that. We're going to just top that off. Now we're going to do a little mix a lot. Now, I'm learning as I'm going, like every human on this planet, I hope. And I realize that when I make these videos, I'm not bringing out a large enough bowl. So, I have to up the game and get a bigger bowl for my my little mixtures. Now, of course, what I'm going to be doing with this, because this is what I always do, because I'm a solo journey man, I'm going to eat my portion now, and then I'll be jarring it for later, and it gets up to about 3 days in its leverage with acceptability. All right. Now, what's really going to make this really refreshing, beside the tomato, is that cucumber. Oh, it's just like adding a burst of water juice. Beautiful flavor and consistency. Yeah. Now this is what I'm talking about. This is looking good. It's smelling good. Really want to mix this up because I want to get those spices going on. You can see the rosemary spreading. And you guys remember, any of these recipes that I show you, they're really just creations that I've made, 2 minutes before I even made a video. Or I brought out the ingredients and I think, okay, this can go together. There are no set rules. Don't worry about it. Put anything together and check it out. You might find some things work together. You might find some things are failures. But that's how you're going to groove with something. That's how you're going to find your dish. And that's how you're going to be the master. And people are going to eat what you make and they're going to go, whoa, I never thought of such a thing. And be like, either did I until this afternoon. And here we are. And sure, write it down, record it. Personally, I don't write or record any of my recipes down because every day is a different organic process. And rarely do I repeat the same concoction anyway. I'm just kind of moving with what I'm around and what I'm seeing and who's ready. It's just like going out in the world and meeting new different people. You can't keep it all to the same. All right, so let's see how this one goes down. It might need, oh, I almost forgot, apple cider vinegar. Apple cider vinegar. Now this should be in your house because this is, I would say, the best. The best packaged product that you could ever buy in a store. Bragg's apple cider vinegar. You should be using that every single day. That is another video discussion, but let me just start by saying this. Use 2 tablespoons of Bragg's apple cider vinegar and a teaspoon or 2 of honey or maple syrup or brown rice syrup. I do not support agave. That is not utilized correctly within the body. It's not something that you should be using for my research and knowledge. So make this drink every morning, first thing that you drink, and it will change your life. And when you want to up the game, you can drink it 2-3 times a day. But start off with that 1 glass, about an 8-ounce glass every morning. It works really well if it's warm water with, again, just 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar and a teaspoon or 2 of a sweetener. Not sugar, but something, like I said, brown rice syrup, or maple syrup, or local raw honey. Not cooked honey, not regular honey. And yes, I'm very controversial as a raw vegan because 99% of my populace does not use honey. But I will use local raw bee-friendly honey. All right, so let's get in here and see what's going on. See what happens? You don't know what the heck you're gonna do? And it's beautiful. I'll tell you right off. Nice little back end on that little heat on the hot pepper. Well, you know what I'm gonna do, yes. We can up that game. But a little bit of that heat, really refreshing, crispy. With the cucumber, and then the spices. I mean, could probably just bring in a little bit more, but really nice flavor. Wow, Wow, and then there's the onion. You know, if somebody ever said, ah, vegetables are boring and, you know, they're kind of tasteless or they're bland, well, show them this video, because this is so simple, what I just did. You see how easy that was. You know, you come home from work and you're really tired and you don't have something in you to prepare a meal, but you know what? You want to feel great and you want to help the ones you love around you to heal and feel great. You can make something like this up and what do we got here? You know, 10 minutes, if that. You have the ingredients ready in your fridge. I mean, wow. I'm so excited. Now what I probably will do for my dinner with this is put it over a little bedding of spinach. Yeah. So some raw spinach in a bowl, and then I'm going to top it with this, and then I'm probably going to bring in a little bit more of the lemon, just to give it a little bit more moistness. And then you know what? That's that. I'm going to be feeling great. I was feeling great before I was feeling great. I'm feeling great after I feel great. It's just a great fest. And all we have to do is thank this kind universe for all this beautiful, amazing, potent, powerful healing foods. That's it. I am happy with him. And I hope you are too. Because something like this can really push you to be happy. So, check it out. Woo! I suggest you bring in the hot pepper. I always suggest that. But try this at home and jar it up, you know, maybe do it on a Sunday and then you have it for a couple days for work and you've got meals ready to go and super potent power. So I hope you learned something today from me. Today I learned something from me. And I also learned things from other people. So it's been a beautiful, wonderful day. So I hope you enjoyed this, and again, remember, if you want to speak with me, avocadogrape@gmail.com. That's A-V-A, avocado, C-A-D-O, grape, G-R-A-P-E, @gmail.com. And my mouth is burning. But you know what? I like it. So, I hope everybody has a wonderful rest of this day. And eat your raw power and feel great. Positive vibration.